Hi, good morning and welcome to our meditation. Today is the 9th of May, and I would like to read in Proverbs chapter 10 verse 28. The hope of the righteous is gladness, is joy, but the expectation of the wicked perishes. We are talking here about the grace that God has given us, so our hearts will be filled with hope. Though life is hard, though we go through trials and tribulations, we have joy in our hearts. We receive the hope of God through faith, and then this hope is going to fill us with joy, though we go through trials and tribulations. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Romans 8:18. It's true that life is not easy at all, but God has filled us with this hope that tells us that He will never fail, and one day we are going to be with Him forever. And this will fill our hearts with joy. In Revelation chapter 21, 3 and 4, the Bible gives us a huge exhortation to persevere, because it says, that God has prepared for us a place, and that there's not going to be pain any longer. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and He will dwell with them. They will be His people, and God Himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things have passed away." That's why we're not in despair, and our hope is not going to die with us, as Proverbs says. Proverbs says that the wicked's hope will die with him, but our hope will endure forever, because we trust in the one who has promised us to be with us forever. And He's going to destroy, mourning and death and suffering, all that will be gone forever. Lots of people in the book of Hebrews, they lived for that, though they had to even die for that. They trusted in God, they believed in God, and because they were persecuted, they gave their lives for that hope. All these people, says Hebrews chapter 11, 13 and 14, were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting that they were foreigners and strangers on earth. People who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. They gave up everything for that hope, because they found their joy in the hope that God promised them, and they lived for that. They lived for Him. When Paul was in prison in Rome in around the 62, he wrote a letter to the Philippian church, and we call it the letter of joy, because the word joy appears a lot, many times in this letter, and then the verb to rejoice as well. Why was Paul full of joy? I largely expect and hope that I will in no way be ashamed, but will have sufficient courage, so that now, as always, Christ will be exalted in my body, whether by life or by death. For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is a gain. Why was he filled with joy? It's because he had hope. His hope was in Christ alone. As he's saying, if I die or if I live, it doesn't matter. I will be with Christ. That is our hope. And that hope will fill our lives or fill our hearts with joy today. God bless you.